biggest corporations of the world, the best of the companies, and the best organizations all have one thing in common. They are able to surpass the individual potential and think collaboratively. Think as a team. Think as a cumulative unit. Welcome to the Morning Vibe session with Career Counseling. This is Sanjay here, and we are going to talk about teamwork and the importance of it to succeed. See, every individuals are gifted. Every individuals do have a certain skill sets. Every individual are contributive. However, in an organization or in a big corporation or in the production or in any project, along with the individual potential, the skill sets, and the productivity, what matters is aligning with the others so that the skill sets contribute collectively towards the success of the project, of the organization, and individually as a career aspect also. So, teamwork basically is wherein all the individual contributions are taken together and the brainstorming happens in one direction towards delivering the common goal. Individual skill sets matters, but when they are aligned with other skill sets, they yield the result which organizations are looking for. What is the requirement of the time? So teamwork. The benefit of teamwork are many. We are going to talk about four such great benefits which I have honestly spoken, observed in my career. Is the first thing is the teamwork, along with involvement of everyone and collectively contributive and collaboration towards a better thought process. The first thing that teamwork does is it removes dependency. No one is indispensable. So the thing is, dependency on a certain person with certain skill set is very, very difficult and very dangerous too. Because in the absence of that person, be it whether he or she is taken sick, he or she decides to leave the organization, or he or she is not available because of a different project. Dependency on a particular person and person's skill sets creates a dangerous trap wherein you do not know the next person to approach to get this challenge or this project ahead with the productivity that is being expected by the client. So, teamwork not only removes this dependency, because in teamwork, multiple individuals are taken together depending on their skill sets, and each skill sets are such that one is, like balancing other. So, in a team, generally you will find that there would be two or more people with a similar skill sets. So what happens is, in absence of one, the other can lead, the other can actually give the feedback, other can carry on the project. So it removes dependency on a particular person. Along with that, it also creates an environment where everybody is aware of their contribution. Everybody has to contribute because it's a collective effort, it's a collective result which will yield the ultimate result of the project. And the ultimate result is what the organization is looking for. So it's not looking for who's doing it, how they're doing it. Absolutely, those are defined as per the process protocols. But the thing is, it has to be done collaboratively. It has to be done collectively, because the end result is going to be a showcase of the collective effort. Everybody puts in their input, everybody puts in their effort, and finally the work gets done. And that is the ultimate project, that is the ultimate outcome which the organization, management, and the stakeholders are looking for. Second thing, what it does is, process or operation is a learning, is a constant learning curve. So if there is a dependency on a particular person, and let's say we all do commit mistakes, because Many a times it's not possible to anticipate all the parameters which is affecting the process or the production or the project. So something goes wrong, and if the whole thing is on a single person, then if that person takes a wrong decision, it can jeopardize the whole project, it can jeopardize the whole organization, it can, it can result in loss of customer loyalty and loss in the market. Also, it could result to catastrophic outcome as to shutdown of the company, because that particular person, we have seen in the history of big giants, that particular person taking all the decision all by himself, and not really deciding or discussing with the team and the managers. So you need to understand, just like a very very um, a war strategy, like a very very well settled war strategy. Great great kings always had great generals, right? Now the great generals always give their advice, considered all the parameters which the king need to be aware of, and accordingly the king is to take a decision. Similarly, great CEOs have great managers who conducts the work as per the vision which is shared by the CEO or the company founders. So when we remove dependency on a particular person, we also remove the risk of jeopardizing the whole project by the mistake of one person. Because when it is a collaborative project, when it is a teamwork, with the teamwork we eliminate the ground for personal weakness, we eliminate the ground for personal wrong decisions, because a weakness or a wrong decision, these things are all a learning curve. That's what I'm saying. It's not that somebody is wrong, somebody is right. But the thing is, if some wrong decisions are taken, that person might not have considered all the parameters, and he or she takes a decision which might jeopardize the whole project if there is not a team with him. Because when there is a teamwork, the other members puts forward their opinion, they do brainstorming, they consider all the parameters which this particular person individually might have missed. So the weakness or the wrong decision of one is but covered up by the right decisions or the right contributive inputs by the others. So you reduce the risk of jeopardizing the project when you do it through a teamwork. A teamwork is also important when um, collectively an input has to be given. Because what happens is, when we are working on particular direction on a particular project, as per our skill sets, as per my skill sets, I'll be thinking only in that direction. I'll be thinking only in that direction. So I might not be able to consider, the other day I was talking about, like if I'm a production manager, I might be looking into maximizing the profit by maximizing the production of the units and so on. And if I am not the person who is aware of the kind of raw material use, the kind of environmental policies, if I only consider increasing the productivity by utilizing more resource, and resource which are not that good in the quality, or which are damaging to the environment, what it might do is, yes, the company might go into a high level, a high volume of production, but you never know that environment policy which you might not be aware of, that might result in shutdown of the whole production, because you might be emitting a lot of toxic chemicals, smokes or fumes in production of that that product. The product might be selling a lot, and there is market for that. But if something goes wrong in terms of the environment policy, the quality policy, or the human resource policy, if you ignore those human resource policies which are laid by the International Labour Organization, you might land up into closure of the business also. So you working in a team gives you this scope, this angle of not committing those mistakes, and collaboratively the project is successful. Another best part about teamwork is individual skills gets magnified as a collective potential, because everybody is putting their effort, everybody has a certain set of skill sets which they put forward towards this common goal, towards this common project. And As if you remember the synergy, 1 plus 1 is always greater than 2. Similarly, when two people are putting in their same kind of skill sets, it still differs because of their view, because of the way they look at the production, the way they look at the process, the way they look into the whole uh, requirement of the project. So when two or more people are working as a team, the strength gets magnified because everybody is skillful, everybody is talented, everybody has certain set of technology knowledge and others. So when they put it together, the result is tremendous because a challenge or a kind of requirement which is of the project or of the organization or of the operation, it can be attacked from multiple directions by different skill sets which is present in the same team. So a challenge which appears to this team or the organization, it can be resolved by a 360-degree view, right? Rather than a 90-degree view or a 180-degree view, it has a 360-degree view. So the probability of success is huge. The probability of resolving this challenge much easily, if not, if the person was trying to solve it individually, it's much greater. The probability is much greater of the problem getting solved because collectively everybody is looking at the same goal, at the same target, or at the same challenge, and everybody has a different viewpoints. Everybody has a different way of looking at the challenge presented. So they have their own assumption, they have their own perception, and they have their own suggestions also. So when these all suggestions come together, obviously there are some common suggestions which when worked upon gives greater result in terms of solving the problem, in terms of delivering better results. And the best part about I personally believe the best part about teamwork is, when we are thinking about a project, when we are thinking about something, we are always thinking about an individualistic approach. I am just able to see, that's what I'm talking about. When I'm thinking about a problem, I'm looking at a problem at a certain direction, at a certain perception, at a certain way, because of my particular skill sets, of my particular knowledge, of my particular technology information that I have. But when I work in a team, I am but forced to think collectively, look at the problem through the eyes of other team members also, keep into consideration their viewpoints, their opinions, and their suggestions. So what it does is it makes me a learner, it makes me look into a same challenge from different direction, and my learning scope increases. When the learning scope increases, I become a better contributive person. I become a better contributive leader. I become a better decision maker because now I know all the way to look at the same challenge from different perceptions. So, as Stephen Covey in his famous book, The Eight Habits of Highly Effective People have mentioned that the strength lies in dissimilarities, not in the similarity. The strength is in the difference, not in the similarity. So this is such a powerful statement. This is such a great way of understanding the importance of teamwork. Let me end up this session with an example of Theodore Roosevelt, who was the 26th president of America. When he was asked about his success, about his campaign and his political career, he always gave the importance to teamwork. And when he was asked about the definition of teamwork, he mentioned in simple language that teamwork actually means, as a leader, you pick up the best executive who delivers, who knows, and who understands the situation as you do or better than you do, and you put in the team. Putting in the team is not enough. Then you have to impose that self-restraint of meddling with them. Let them do their job. Let them come up with a solution. Let them come up with a suggestion, and accordingly you work. So when I heard about my advisors, when I took care of the suggestions as suggested by my campaign managers and others, I was able to lead a successful campaign. So, guys, with that note, today I end up morning vibe session with Carrie Counseling Online, and teamwork is always great, because teamwork gives you the scope for brainstorming. And when we do a brainstorming on a particular challenge or on a particular requirement of the time, the main thing is we work on what are the main points which might go wrong, what are the main points which might go against the whole process, jeopardizing the process. So as a team, through brainstorming and teamwork, we reduce or we minimize the possibility of failure for that particular project, because we now know all the perceptions, all the understanding of the same situation, and we are ready to work, because all the skill sets of all the individuals are cumulatively contributing towards solving the same issue or the same challenge. So, guys, with that note, today I end up today's session. Take care of yourself, take care of your health. It's a brand new week. Work positively, work strong, stay home, stay safe. And for the guys who have to travel to office or to outside, please maintain the safe distance, wear the mask, and sanitize your hands properly. I wish you all the good. Take care of yourself. And as I always mention at the end of the sessions, learn, contribute, and evolve.